Okay, it's the image that's got people talking today. A fireball lighting up the Texas sky this morning and flooding our phone lines with calls. Tonight, the treasure hunt's on to find it
I
and
think that
cash
they
in.
have the first weapon of mass destruction, which is the Ark of the Covenant.
Well, I don't understand why the Ark of the Covenant is the weapon of mass destruction.
Well, if the walls of Jericho, you recall the walls of Jericho?
This is the ancient site
Fell down.
of Jericho.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's what he's talking about.
I do think they do have weapons of mass destruction, and whether it's called the Ark of the Covenant is another thing. But maybe that's the code name
wow,
for it.
I just saw a bright green flash, and as I turned to see, I saw a burn trail like fireworks fizzle out in the sky. Possible meteor entry. Sounds like he was right. And here's Paul, who says he saw a meteor this morning light up the sky after sunrise. It was one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Now, people obviously excited about this, just seeing it, but don't realize.
At this video shot by NASA. Ever so briefly, you can see the Texas fireball in the lower left. It glows as bright as the sun. He estimates the rock was between the size of a basketball and a small car, though much of it would likely not survive the heat. And it might look a lot like these meteorites found on the ground in West Texas.
$22,000 or more per pound, depending on how rare the material is. In April, a very rare meteorite was found in California. It set off a wild kind of a gold rush out there. It's an old gold rush town. The location, as he mentioned, probably somewhere between, he believes, between Waco and College Station. So the experts, the people that really track this stuff, will go to those locations first to try to figure out what's going on, but then it will have landed most likely on private property, and people will be now trying to find if they have a meteorite on their property. At least that's what the experts believe. Reporting live, David Shepherd, Channel 8
Master
News.
Electrician.
That's electronics.
For what it's worth, I have a BBA, and then I went back and got an Associate's in Electronics. 394 overall, graduated third out of 118, and that's really helped me out. I was telling you about the Ark of the Covenant, and there's a double, triple PhD physicist, Nassim Haramein, and he's wrote several books. There's a lot. He's got a bunch. He's hard to understand. Got a really annoying voice, even worse than mine, but he's got a lot of videos on YouTube, and after I put this theory together, and it all ties back what Gunslinger is talking about too, and the basic theories of magnetism. But he thinks the Ark of the Covenant, it was the first weapon of mass destruction. Moses, you got to look at these facts. Moses, supposedly split the Red Sea, supposedly lit up the desert. He could have done that. So I was just wanting to know, I mean, it makes sense to me, knowing the basis of physics and the basis of electrical principles, the basics of the atom. It makes sense to me.
The is a cabinet that was coated with gold, but it was made of wood and contained two tablets of the Ten Commandments. That's basically what it was, and it was designed to look like two cherubim or angels with their wings out over the mercy seat of the ark.
Right.
And so I have difficulty with that being a weapon of mass destruction myself.
Yeah. I think it was. It just everything adds up. And well, if it was just a gold cabinet made with wood and everything, why would the Israelites that got close to it develop these tumors and nausea, all signs of radiation poison, and die when they got close to it?
Well, they dropped dead. I don't know whether they were given all that detail about tumors and things, really. I'd have to reread it, but I don't remember that part. I do remember somebody touching it and dropping dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not quite sure whether that's right, and I do believe the Ark of the Covenant is still sitting where Jeremiah hid it in the city wall in Jerusalem. And I do believe that it's still there, and sure enough, people did get close to it. They say those 6 priests got close to it and they all died. And Ron Meyer had to go back into the tunnel where he'd been digging and discovered the ark. And he found them all dead, and he said they all died of some sort of trauma in their chests, like they had a heart attack or something like that.